Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's the deal with the YouTube? What's good with y'all? What's up with everybody? What's the word? I go by the name of DC, and in today's video, I'm going to talk about 50 Cent new show that's going to be coming out soon on Stars called Fightland, and let y'all know my thoughts about it. Stars has given us a first look at this show, as well as giving us the release date for this show, which will be airing on July 31st. So today, I'm going to go over the synopsis of the show and what we can look forward to when the show airs. So today, I'm going to go over the synopsis and what we can look forward to when the show airs, and going over the cast and breaking down the character descriptions for the characters that's going to be a part of this show. Now, according to the synopsis of the show, Fightland follows a disgraced formerly incarcerated boxing champion who returns to London to seek revenge against the crime syndicate he thinks betrayed him. On the night Duke Kilroy becomes world heavyweight champion, a vicious assault leaves his brother Calvin dead, causing Duke to snap and resulting in him spending 8 years in a U.S. prison. Upon his release and after having made a sinister discovery, Duke returns home seeking revenge against the man he believes set him up, the criminal kingpin and former promoter Kingsley Marshall. But Kingsley has vanished, leaving his children and wife Joy, who happens to be the love of Duke's life, to pick up the pieces. Working with a cartel desperate to control London's drug market, Duke begins a high-risk game of infiltrating Kingsley's empire to destroy it from within and smoke out his enemy. But amidst that volatile criminal landscape and competing influences threatening to pull him off course, Duke will need to channel everything that made him a champion fighter into his bloody pursuit to win the ultimate victory, which is revenge for his brother. So that's the description for this show and what we can look forward to when the show airs. And I honestly think this show is going to be a hit, bro. I think this show is going to be one of the ones. We know 50 Cent is executive producing this show, and we all know anything he attaches his name to is a certified hit. So with this show being centered around the world of boxing, as well as it taking place overseas in the UK, I definitely think 50 Cent got another hit on his hands with this Fightland show. I think this show is going to be great, just like the previous shows that 50 Cent worked on when it comes to Power and BMF. Now, getting into the cast that's going to be a part of this show, the first character we got is Duke Kilroy, who is played by Howard Charles, and according to his character description, like it was revealed to us in the synopsis, Duke is a former heavyweight champion who, after a traumatic tragedy, returns home to London to enact revenge. And with Duke returning to London to enact revenge for his brother's death, I can't wait to see how he's going to maneuver and operate when it comes to him seeking revenge against Kingsley for his brother's death. Because with Duke being a former boxing world heavyweight champion, I'm pretty sure he's going to be a known face in London as well as in the world of boxing. And with him being a former world heavyweight champion and getting back into the world of boxing as he returns home to London, I believe his notoriety will make things difficult for him to take down this Kingsley Marshall character and not get caught up for it. And speaking of Kingsley Marshall is the next character that we got up on the list, who will be played by Pinnock. And according to his description, Kingsley Marshall is a man with many enemies and a Jamaican-born South London-bred criminal kingpin with his fingers in the world of both boxing and gambling. And from what I researched, apparently this actor has worked with 50 Cent before in the past on a show that 50 Cent executive produced called For Life. I'm not too familiar with that show. I never watched that show before, but if you have watched it, let me know y'all thoughts about it down below in the comment box, as well as if you're familiar with this actor or not. But I'm definitely looking forward to seeing his work in this show and getting familiar with this actor when the show comes out, especially knowing that he has worked with 50 Cent before in the past on another show that he executive produced. I'm pretty sure he's going to kill this role, especially knowing that he has worked with 50 Cent before in the past, so definitely looking forward to seeing this actor's work when this show finally comes out. Now, the next character we got is Kingsley's wife Joy Marshall, who is played by Deborah Ayorinde, and according to her description, Joy Marshall is Kingsley's wife who's trying to build her own empire. And with this Joy Marshall's character being the love of Duke's life according to the synopsis, I can't wait to see how this storyline is going to play out between her, Kingsley, and Duke, because I don't see Kingsley being cool about his wife being the love of Duke's life. And with Duke already trying to seek revenge against Kingsley for his brother's death, I believe Duke having some feelings for his wife Joy is going to furthermore cause issues between Duke and Kingsley, especially if his wife Joy steps out of her marriage and cheats on her husband with Duke during her husband's disappearance. Because with Joy's character description revealing to us that she wants to build her own empire, there could probably be some things going on in Kingsley and Joy's relationship that we might not learn about until the show airs, which could be the reason why Joy wants to step out on her own and build her own empire outside of her family. But either way it goes, I'm definitely not expecting Kingsley's wife Joy to be loyal to him during his disappearance, and I do see Kingsley's wife Joy and Duke hooking up with each other at some point in season 1. Now, continuing on to the other members that's a part of the Marshall family, the next character we got is Zeke Marshall, who is played by Charles Babalola, and according to his description, Zeke is the brass and unpredictable son of Kingsley Marshall. And with this Zeke character being an unpredictable character, bruh, I believe this unpredictableness might piss off a lot of fans, especially if he does some stuff in this show that could possibly lead to him or his family getting hurt. I think this is a character that we might need to keep our eyes on going into this show, because he might be one of those characters that can't be trusted. And he might be on some shady stuff in this first season of Fightland and making plays behind his family's back and jeopardizing his family's business because of his unpredictable ways. Now, the last character we got from the Marshall family is Kingsley Marshall, who is played by Anita Joy, and I'm not even about to try to pronounce her last name, y'all. I ain't even about to try to do all that. But according to her description, Cece is the highly intelligent, busy, savvy daughter of Kingsley Marshall, who runs the family's gambling operation. And with her character description revealing to us that she's going to be running the family's gambling business, I can see her and her brother Z bumping heads over this family operation, especially since their father Kingsley is going to be MIA and he's not going to be around to keep his family under control. We all know how these TV shows are when it comes to these siblings being a part of the family business and wanting to take over the top spot in the family's organization. And with Kingsley not being in the mix to keep things under control, I can definitely see his kids beefing over their family business and who's going to be in charge of controlling this gambling operation during Kingsley's disappearance, creating eternal issues in the Marshall family that Duke could possibly explore on his quest to take down their father and seek revenge for his brother's death. The next character we got is Kim Harper, who will be played by Tahira Sharif, and according to her description, Kim is a confident ring card entrenched in the London's boxing world who befriends Duke upon his return to London. And based off her character description, bruh, I can tell that she's going to be Duke's love interest in the show. Even though it was revealed to us in the synopsis that Kingsley's wife Joy is the love of Duke's life, I still believe that Duke and Kim will be in a relationship with each other. I could be wrong about this because it's too early to tell, but I'm definitely expecting her and Duke to be kicking it a lot with each other throughout this show. The next character we got is Justin J. Hall, who was played by Tyler Conti, and according to his description, Jay is Duke's best friend, whose life has hit the skids since Duke's incarceration. Duke's return to London is a chance for Jay to rekindle their friendship, make amends, and start a new life. And with this character being Duke's best friend, I believe Jay will play a key role in helping out Duke when it comes to him trying to infiltrate Kingsley's empire. We know it's been 8 years since the last time Duke was in his hometown London, and with Duke returning back home to London after this 8-year prison bid, he's going to need someone to help him out with navigating the ins and outs of the streets of London. And like I said, I believe his best friend Jay will play a part in helping out Duke with trying to infiltrate Kingsley's empire so Duke can get revenge against Kingsley for his brother's death. Now, the last character on the list is Gary Gazer Kilroy, who was played by Richard Papel, and according to his description, Gary Gazer Kilroy is Duke's dad, who runs a community boxing gym in Streatham, London, where he trains amateur fighters. So these are the characters that we have that's going to be a part of this show, and I'm just really looking forward to seeing this show when it finally airs on July 31st. I think the show is going to be great. I think the cast is going to do their thing, and I think this is going to be another show that the 50 Cent fans are going to enjoy. I can't wait for this show to come out. Like I said, this show will be airing on July 31st, which is going to be the same day that Raising Kanan airs their final episode on, because Raising Kanan will only have 8 episodes in this final season, and the last episode of season 5 will be airing on July 31st, which is the same day for the Fightland show to premiere on. So definitely looking forward to tuning in and watching this show, especially knowing that this show was executive produced by 50 Cent. But y'all let me know y'all thoughts about this show down below in the comment box and how you feel about it. I will be dropping more Fightland content as we get closer to the release date, and not just that. But if you made it to the end of this video and you like the video that I uploaded and created, tap in and hit the like button to help this video get recommended across the algorithm. Hit the post bell notification button to support the channel and to get updated on all content I post on my channel, and leave your thoughts and comments down below in the comment box. I'ma chop it up with y'all later. Y'all take care. Y'all be safe. God bless to everybody that's been rocking with me and supporting the channel. And I'll see y'all next time.